Good morning, everyone. My name is Oscar Savarino. I'm a motivational speaker. Today, we're going to talk about something that you might find interesting. Soren Kierkegaard was a Danish philosopher, theologian, and a poet. And he said, once you label me, you negate me. What does it mean? It means that once you place a label on someone, you cancel out their individuality. At the same time, you restrict that person within the boundaries imposed by that label. Take your name, for example. Your name is a word that someone has given to you. Humankind has this ability to name everything, to put a name on everything. But in the eye of the universe, nothing has a name and everything just is. So that word, that name, is made out of letters that repeated hundreds of times a day that end up representing you for the rest of your life. Now the question is, do you like your name? Of course you do. And you wouldn't feel comfortable in being called something else rather than that. By repetition, we learn how to like everything about us and everything that surrounds us. That name has defined you. And there is nothing else. It doesn't give you a chance to be someone else. That label has imposed a limit on you. And that is what Soren Kierkegaard meant by that. Now, you are born somewhere on this planet, and that happened randomly. Everyone has a chance to be born anywhere in this world without predetermined design. Now, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what is it that you see? You see the physical manifestation of some of your genes contained in the DNA, which is the combination of your parents' DNA. But what is in you is a different story, is a totally different story. Listen to this. We live on a planet that is located somewhere in this ever-expanding universe. By being part of this, we are a universal being. We are a universal being wearing this shell called body. Okay? And the interesting fact about this is that we can interact with the physical present by the use of our five senses. We can see, smell, taste, touch, and hear. And these are the only means for us that we can use in order to connect with the reality we begin to live since we are born. So we have two things. We have a body and we have a universal being. These two things come from two different dimensions. A physical dimension, one, which is the body, and a more ethereal one, which is the universal being. These two, at some point, connect. And one day, at the age of 3, you will discover your existence by just looking in the mirror. It's been scientifically proved that you recognize yourself in the mirror at the age of 3. You say, that is me, that body belongs to me, that body physical belongs to me, non-physical. Now, when you're born, someone you don't even know sticks on you two labels. One is your name, and the other one is the religion. Every time you go to the registry office to register baby, that is the two things they're going to ask you, name and religion. So when you're born, they say, your name is such and such, and your religion is such and such. And you will be what we want you to be. You will be what we want you to be. At that point, you don't have a choice. As a baby, you can cry as much as you like. I mean, nothing is going to change. So you start growing with all these people, filling your mind with their own ideas, with their own concept, with their own values about life, about the world, about the people you are going to live on this planet with in this generation, which means all of us belongs to the same generation here. Okay? Now, repetition of those ideas, those values, build the man or the woman you are today with those ideas, with those values. For example, if it happens for you to dislike someone, for whatever reason, it could be a job, it could be a social condition, it could be race, it could be religion, it could be physical appearance, it could be color, whatever the reason is, what you do is to bring up to the surface those ideas, those old concepts those old values, all wrapped up in a single word, which is ignorance. Why? Because we are basically the same. We are all the same. We are universal being wearing a body, nothing else. All the decisions we make in our lives are based on those decisions, those values, those ideas, those concepts, okay, that we unconsciously accept but we don't need. Why we don't need? Because time changes and so do we. So once you place a label on someone, automatically you place a label on yourself, which in turn means you negate yourself the invaluable opportunity to have a larger vision of yourself and to expand your universal boundaries. Think about it. This is Oscar Savarino. It's been a pleasure and a privilege. Thank you very much.